Now, checks by JoyNews indicates that parts of the country is experiencing price hikes following the shortage of maize. In Tamale, for example, maize as of last week was selling between 140 and 160 from a previous 100 cedis just March this year. Residents in Tamale are particularly worried that with the Ramadan festivities approaching, where most families are dependent on maize for their hausa porridge, etc., the situation could be worse. Our Northern Regional Correspondent Mohammed Hashmin has visited some markets in Tamale.
The bag of maize is 130 Ghana cedis now, but some of the traders are selling it at 140 because when they came to us, they buy for 130 and go at maybe Bamvum or Kasalago. Because of the transportation matter, then they sell it at 140 there. Now we are selling 130.
130.
Yeah.
Now previously, as at April, how much was a bag of maize?
As at April, it's 110 Ghana cedis one we have been selling, and then because of the demand higher this time, and then the price has shoot up to 130.
Is it that we don't have enough maize in the market, or what has accounted for it?
We still have maize, but because of the demand, as at now, down south people are coming more to buy. So because of the demand higher and then the supply is less, so that's why the prices are going up. We're still expecting the price to be high because of when you see the new coming nut is about 3 months later we can get the new ones. Then now the demand is high, so people are coming to require it. Because of that, the prices should be shipped up again.
Mohammed Hashmin joins me now on the line with some more. Hello, Hashmin. We've had the gentleman that you just spoke to. How bad would you say the situation is as we speak?
Well, to the extent that the price is not stable and the price is influenced by a demand and supply, then we can say that it's serious in the region, because many of these traders are saying that it's difficult even getting the maize, and even when they get it, it doesn't last within an hour because people rush for it.
How about right, go ahead.
And that has accounted for the price hike. And some of them are also saying that they travel far distance in search of the maize. And when they come, the transportation costs also matter. And they have factored all these things, or all this together, and that has accounted for the hikes in prices. Now, this morning when I visited them, they told me that the price they have even given me, it is possible somewhere around 5 p.m. or tomorrow I'll come and then the price will change. Because this 140, 150, 160, that's the interview. They are saying that yesterday the price were going for 135, but now you cannot get that 135 bag of.
Hashmin, have authorities there responded to this in any way?
Well, I've tried getting in contact with authorities, but it appears they are still following the issue, and they will be responding at the appropriate time.
Right, Hashmin, thank you very much for that update there. Hashmin Mohammed, our Northern Regional Correspondent, with that update. Let's move away from the Northern region, because they're not the only place people who have been affected by this shortage. Let's go to the Bunahafu region. Precious Semabo is standing by. Hello, Precious.
Hello, Giti.
Tell us what the situation is in your region.
Well, Giti, the situation is not anything different. The shortage of maize for the poultry farmers is a serious concern for the farmers, and I had a chance to talk to the Poultry Farmers Association at Domahi Grove, as well as the man in charge of the region, and they've all been complaining about the effect that the shortage is having on them. Now, particularly Mr. David Kwabena Ampof, who happens to be the regional chairman of our Poultry Farmers Association in the region, he is complaining that if government does not immediately come to their aid to ensure that they get maize in large quantity to supply their farms, what it means is that they will have to lay off some of their workers. So that would be aside the huge cost that they are already dealing with. Now he says that in the region in particular, they used to buy 50 kilos of maize between 45 and 50 Ghana cedis. But as we speak, it is between 75 and 80 Ghana cedis per 50 kilos. And that for them is on the high side. And they are alleging that government buffer stock warehouse is contributing to this, because they are again alleging that government has bought the maize and is stocking it to feed the free SHS program. And government is also saying that they have enough stock to supply them. So they are appealing to the government that if indeed government has enough to supply them, then they should quickly release the maize on the market so that they can buy. Now he used himself as an example that for his farm alone, he uses 110 bags of 50 kilos every day. So you can just imagine the number of bags that he will need for weeks and then for a month. And he employs close to 100 workers on his farm. So it is a serious situation, and government will have
to step in.
Intervene.
Right. Precious, thank you very much for that update there. Hopefully we'll get through to the buffer stock company so we can find out from them whether or not the allegations that are being made by these farmers are true, that indeed they're hoarding maize because of free SHS. But Victor Opong is the president of the Poultry Farmers Association. He also joins me on the line, so we understand that they have been the hardest hit. Mr. Opong, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. How is this affecting you, the shortage of maize? We understand that you've been worse hit. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yes, thank you very much. It's becoming very difficult for us to do our poultry now because of the shortage of maize.
How difficult?
Because we are not getting the maize, and you struggle to get one every day. Even when you get some, prices continue to go up. We've not experienced it before. It's unprecedented.
Right. Tell us the differences in the cost from what you used to pay a couple of months ago and what you're having to pay now.
Well, it was 60 cedis, and now we are paying 80 cedis per 50 kilo weight, which is unbelievable.
Did you say it was 60 cedis and you're paying 50 now?
80 cedis.
Oh, 80.
50 cedis per 50 kilo weight.
That's 30 cedi difference there.
20 cedis difference now.
Oh, 50. So it was 60, but now it's 80. Thank you very much for that correction. So what do you think is accounting for this shortage?
Well, I cannot because we depended on the government so much for the supply of maize. Recently, the Deputy Minister for Agric, Honorable Odro, was at Brongafo telling us that they have enough maize at buffer stock. But after a month, we realized that the maize was running out of the system.
Wow.
So we got in touch with the ministry, drawing the attention to that fact. We had discussion. Later, they gave us permission to bring some, but it has been very difficult because we realized that the world market price too is going up. So that is how the whole situation is.
What do you envisage is going to have to happen for you to be relieved of this problem going forward?
Well, at the moment, we don't know any alternative because apart from the maize, and maize is taking about 50 to 60% of our feed ingredients. So it's very difficult for us now. And we don't know what to do because if we don't feed the birds too, they are going to die and we are going to get too much losses. So it's a big challenge to the poultry industry.
Right. Have you reached out to agricultural authorities in your in your neighborhood or the Agric Ministry in any way?
Yes, I told you. I just said that we had a meeting with them, with the ministry, drawing the attention to the fact that maize is running out. So somewhere middle of March, they gave us permission to import some. But we are having challenge too with the import because prices over there is incredible. It's just too much for us. That has been the whole situation.
Well, Mr. Opon, thank you very much for your time. We're hopeful to get some answers from the Agric Ministry or from the Buffer Stock Company to this problem. Victor Opon there, he's the president of the Poultry Farmers Association there.